everyone, how are we doing today? Welcome into another stream. It seems that Spotify has just decided to go really loud on me, and I am very quiet. I'll just turn myself up a little bit so I can be heard. That's what I get for recording some stuff earlier, which required a quieter mic. Hello everyone! Welcome to another lovely stream. This is I won't call it the stream of last chances, but this is the last stream that there will be of daily streaming World Anvil Summer Camp prompts. Oh, what beautiful prompt stream is very big. So let's change us to one last time. I'm gonna have it every time that the one last prompt stream. There we go. I'll even change the name for everyone. It's one last prompt stream. From my somewhat daily work on streaming. I know I can't keep it up, so unfortunately do not expect me to be streaming every single day for the rest of my life. It is not happening. It was a special event for summer camp. It may happen again next year for summer camp. It will likely happen again next year for summer camp. But I've really enjoyed talking to you all, getting to a bit of a flow with things, starting to do different things. So there's a high chance that I'll end up doing at least one stream a week, if not maybe two over the weekends. It will just be a case of looking at what I'm doing, making sure I'm available, and then just doing it. I will probably be looking at some Sunday streams and potentially then the occasional Friday stream, but all that information will be kept in my Discord. I want to thank you all for the great, lovely chance we've had to work on things together. It's been an honor to hear about some of the work you've done. Thank you very much for just your attention. I'm getting this out of the way now, so when I'm tired at the end of writing and I forget to do it, I've done it. Where I am at, because things have not massively changed since the last time you guys saw me. I am still working my way through Goldstock House. It is a much shorter article than many of the other ones I have been doing. So, as a result, I'm hoping to get this one knocked out in... I'll say I want to get it finished first Pomo or 2, in which I should also put time of Pomo 0-5, going back to my lovely 5 today. I'm hoping to get this one done, which will put me at 34 of the 40 prompts. From there, I am probably going to try for the... Which one is it? Which number is it on my list? Can I look at my list and see? The Non-Blood Family Celebration, so number 4. It's sponsored by someone I really admire, and I really like writing work for them. And I'm going to get that one done. I've got something in mind for that. I accidentally did a deep dive yesterday when I was very tired. If you saw me yesterday, I was very, very tired. By the way, I should say I was meant to go see a film today, and be rushing back after a film to do this lovely stream. I was not awake for said film. I have not seen said film, and I am okay with it because it was nice to catch on the sleep that I'd kind of been missing. But regardless, my kind of goal in this is to get the Goldstock House finished. I'm going to work on the Non-Blood Family Celebration. So, the deep dive. It was Someone's just saying this. Sorry, I missed the film. There we go. So I deep dove into a thing from the 16th century Italian theatre. I have a background in theatre, so I love talking about it. But it's a thing called Commedia dell'arte, which is this beautiful celebration with masks. And it's not celebration, beautiful production with masks. And it's not a... what's the words? You don't become a character, but you don't become a character and wear a mask to represent them. In the art form, the mask is the character. By putting it on, you are transformed into what's called the type. So I think something really interesting would be a non-blood family celebration. Is something where there is that kind of objects that are a thing. And the role that they play in the celebration. And it's meant to be a bonding between people. So I will probably be doing something along those lines. Do I fully know what that is yet? Nope. I will make it up on the spot. But that is the kind of overall goal. But yeah, we're going to be doing 5 pomos today. If you are joining me for any writing, that's greatly appreciated. And I will probably talk a bit more towards the end about what my kind of plans will be after summer camp, and what I'm hoping that streams will look like / what they will hope to achieve is going to be the way I'm going to put it, because I have a couple of somewhat goals in mind about things I can do with the streams and some conversations with you guys. I'm hoping to keep doing some co-working because it's good for me. It gets stuff done. Unfortunately, it's not a hot drink today. It's a nice cold drink. But yeah, I think, given all that lovely information, it is about time we start some lovely sprints. We are going to be doing 15 minutes of focus and then 5 minutes of work. In fact, I'm going to put that into the description of the streams. The stream title you'll now see has 15.5 in it. So that is the kind of goal. And yeah, we will get ourselves started. I'll be focused for those lovely 15 minutes. And we'll come back and maybe have a chat about stuff that I've done in that time. So, with that, I should also note that I've now set up keybinds so I can be very ready to just transition as soon as I want between this lovely one and this lovely one. It's two keybinds because of how I have it set up, but as soon as I do this, it's just one keybind, which is very nice. All these little things you don't think about setting up until after you've got there. Well, it's gonna be fun. Let's see what we can get finished. And we will start that timer for 15 minutes with 5 minutes of focus between each 5 minutes of break between each focus. See, I don't need to be tired for the words just to not work. I just need to just do. Anyway, we will start the focus time, and I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. And that is us finished with the first pomo, folks. How did that go for everyone? Did you have a good time? Did you get some writing done? I realised I've accidentally made it hard for myself because I talked about the history and then the dual purpose of the Goldstock house, which is good. But it just has led to a bit of just trickiness in writing about the dual purpose. But I think I know what I'm writing in that last little section there. Notable staff. I am going to limit myself to 3. To 3 notable staff, because otherwise I could go on and write about at least 100. But hey, I went from 560 to 929, which means I've done my 300, which means officially, folks, well, under review from the World Anvil team, I believe I've just hit my Iron Gorge, which is always great to see. Was really tricky to get, but really worth it. But yes, hopefully you all had a great time focusing in that little section. I know I'm having a great time. I'm just relaxed. Now that I've got the diamond that I was striving for, I'm taking my time to just make sure that I am getting as much work done on what I want to get done as possible. So yeah, other than that, I'm mostly just chilling. I don't have the pressure to rush to get as much as I can done because I've already got what I want done. I see some lovely people down here who have chests that aren't opened, and I'm going to open everyone's chests today. That is my goal. Nope, that didn't sound right. But yes, I feel like this will be probably finished. I'm noticing some words that I don't like those words that I did yesterday. Predetermined extraction. Location. There we go. That's the right words. But yes. Other than that, I'm having a look at the stuff that I'm going to be doing afterwards because I mean, I'm more than anything just trying to get myself ready for what comes next, because that's just kind of the way it goes. You have to be ready to keep moving. Yeah, I didn't even Didn't even think about the break timer going and finishing. Well, folks, we will get back to it. We will get as much writing done as we can. And I'll see you all in a little bit. just gonna finish my sentence, then I'll be right back into chat with you guys. Hello! Welcome to the stream. It's a pleasure to have you here. I feel like I know that name, but I don't know where I know that name from. But welcome in. It's a pleasure to have you. Is it Lila Pandan? Welcome into the stream. We've been doing some lovely co-working today. As you can see by my lovely, I always need to remember which way my camera points. Lovely timer up there. We're currently on a break, so welcome. I am working through World Anvil Summer Camp just now. You don't think you do? Well, I might just... who knows? Either way, it's a pleasure to have you here. Welcome in. You'll notice up there we have our timer for we are currently on a break. We will be doing some lovely co-working. I'm working on World Anvil Summer Camp just now, which finishes tomorrow, which is a lovely world building challenge run by World Anvil. This stream is kind of me doing why am I stuttering now? This is lovely. We are working on a bunch of world building prompts that were released through the course of the month of July. There have been 40. I am currently at 33 out of 40. I thought I was at 34 yesterday, but realized I accidentally wrote the wrong prompt. As there was a template to each prompt, I wrote the wrong template, so that means I get to I've got to go back and redo what I was actually supposed to do, which is great. But yeah, I'm writing away. I am a world builder, writer, TTRPG designer. This month has been very focused on world building, but the goal is to kind of push and do more work on the other stuff the rest of the year. It has been quite fun. I very much have been finding some of the lovely prompts go really well together. So I'm currently working on the public front for a criminal organization, which is quite funny because I initially wrote the criminal organization and they're kind of part of it that was a public front. But now I'm actually writing about the building, which is quite nice. I was just about finished with this article, which is great. And then I'm moving on to a celebration of non-blood family, I think is the wording of the next one, which I'm really excited about. Yes, a celebration involving non-blood family. I'm really excited about, and I spoke a little at the start of the stream about some of my inspirations for that, which is involving involving a old theatrical art form from the 16th century where masks weren't representing the character but were the characters themselves. So that's going to be my next little thing, which I will be starting during this next sprint. If you want to, you can collect a bunch of channel points, and I will then be forced to take care of myself and take a sip from my cup. That's just a fun little thing just to let people know when they first arrive. Other than that, stick around, enjoy. You've got some stuff to work on as well. Please tell me about it. I always love hearing what other people are working on. If not, and you just want to relax, watch as I'm writing stuff, and listen to some of the cool music, that's also more than fine. But welcome in. I hope you have a good time. I am Owen Oster. I publish a lot of my stuff under the name Vibrant Worlds. But yeah, hope you enjoy your time. Yeah, I feel like I've done just the most rambling speech, and now I get to go right. That is the other thing. I am slightly chaotic sometimes. You have some writing to get on some work on that. Great. Always love people working on writing. I have some short stories that I'm sure I'll be writing on stream at some point. Whether my intense focus of just looking at the screen like this and just going, okay, I'm writing this. But yes, this is focus time. I keep pointing there because for me that feels like it'd be the right corner, but it's that corner. It's focus time. If you want to chat at any point, I will likely chat, but I am also going to mute, so you can just listen to the music and have a good time and hopefully get some work done together. And I'll see you all in a little bit. And that is the lovely timer having gone on the focus. So welcome back. Yeah, that one was very good. I did get the Goldstock house finished, which is great. I also got to start on the Beyond of Tenba. Nope. The Bond of Tienba, which is going to be my celebration. It is a ritual that can be performed together to bond a group of people, which will magically benefit them. So it's designed to be a kind of nice overlap of a ritual and tradition at the same time. So that's quite nice. I quite like that. I forgot to mention during my roundup before, we have the Super Sweet Bot here. So you can do !task to set yourself a task. I obviously have a backlog, as you can see, which is all the prompts I had left to do. So now I'm working on number 4, which means everything else is pushed up. And over there's a small task list that shows what tasks I've been working on, or anyone else. If they use !task, it will show up there. If you have a specific concrete goal that you would like to achieve. I also didn't explain, down here you will see all these little cats. These are the fellow people who are writing with me, usually from World Anvil, but it can be from just people in general that are about and writing. I think I currently have World Anvil, World Anvil, World Anvil, and World Anvil. But over time I might add different people. I'm going to give each one of them a little pet, just to say, well done, I see you, you're there. Yeah, that was pretty good. I thought that was... So, for the past 2 weeks, I've been streaming every single day. That is not sustainable or possible to be doing. My goal will be to stream at least once a week, if not twice a week. If there's an event going on, I may occasionally add in the lovely midweek stream, because usually weekends will be best for me. But the goal will be to stream at least once every week. I would try for 2, but I'm going to schedule myself to be definitely once a week. But you have caught me during the time when I'm streaming extremely often. Usually if I've got a friend who's watching the stream who has just been like, is Bongo Cat a social thing? So it didn't used to be. Initially it was just solo, but they've now added in multiplayer where you can go into Steam and join people. As do I stream often? Yeah, as I said, it will be hoping to be once, if not twice a week. And it won't always be World Anvil. It might sometimes be... I have been working on some stuff for Daggerheart. I have a weekly release of stuff for Dungeons and Dragons, or my Ko-fi, and I'm planning to keep kind of building on all of that as I kind of go. So you'll get to see some of that stuff if you want to stick around. But yeah, there's a whole bunch I could talk about. I hope everyone's tasks went okay that they were working on. I know there's some people who'll just be lurking in the chat, and that is more than fine. Welcome in. Thank you for being here and being around. But yeah, I am very excited by what I've done. 34 prompts is no mean feat to scoff at. That is all I shall say on that front. Especially when written in a month where I also had surgery. So that's, again, can't really complain. It's been a lovely month of just working hard and getting things done. I have said in stream already, I am over 50,000 words for this month. I think I actually looked at my final total and I'm in the 60-ish thousand. Yeah. I am potentially after today going to be at 70,000 words for this one, which is crazy. But that is another focus for us. We are going back. If you, whatever you're working on, I wish you the best of luck, and I will see you in just under 15 minutes. See you in a little bit. Welcome back, folks. How was that for everyone? I'm really loving this ritual. It's something that is very, very witchy in its nature, and I love having the simple kind of moments within it. I'm having a good time. How is everyone else getting on? I hope everyone else is enjoying their time getting some work done. I hope it's being productive for you, and if it's not being productive for you, I hope you're at least enjoying what you're doing. Hope there's some successes out there. That is genuinely one of my biggest hopes, because getting those successes is always important. Getting those first initial words in. Yeah. Ooh. And we got some nice cheery music. There can be dark and upsetting music, but this is nice cheery music. I will say, folks, that there is an ad about to run. I'm very aware of that. It's the first time that I've noticed an ad during one of our breaks. But when it does arrive, if someone could please let me know that it is finishing, so then I can be ready to talk to everyone again, and just so that I can be aware once it's complete. But I do believe that some of you will be taken away to the realm of ad space, and yeah, if you're not taken away to the realm of ad space, which I believe will be everyone taken away to ad space, but if you're not suddenly, or you are watching this after the fact, I just wanted to thank you for your humble time watching so far on this hour-and-a-half stream, which I know it's been a lot of streaming over the past little while, so yeah. Twitch is trying to get me to stream over 40 hours in the last 30 days. And I know I'm actually not that far off of doing that. I'm at what? 26 and a half hours over the past 30 days? So that's a hefty chunk. But yes, greatly appreciated to everyone who is here and everything everyone's doing. I believe ads should either be done or very, very close to being done. I'll get a notification, I'm sure, at some point. But yeah, how is everyone doing? Everyone excited for the next Pomo? See, got a notification telling me they were back. Perfect. I'm trying to decide if I want to do more Pomos. There is a big part of me that does, because I'm feeling really productive today. There is also the part of me that wants to go, but long streams, you'll be knackered. I am doing great. I am really inspired by some of these prompts, especially getting into the last bit of the event that it is, and it's, yeah. Lila, are you having success? Are you enjoying what you're working on? That is my biggest question. Enjoyment is my question. Oh, this is such a peaceful music. I love it. See, having a great time. That's what this stream is today. I really should change it. Let's change the stream topic. Relaxed co-working. There we go. I'm taking it chill and cozy. Got a good reference into your text. Hey, that's always good. I find that sometimes just getting into it can sometimes be the biggest. Like today, it took me a little bit to get into the first Pomo. I am going to, while I'm here, to time up Pomo, we are on 5 of, I'll say 7. I'm going to give us 2 more Pomos because I'm in that mood. I'm ready to get all the things done. So yeah, I shall see you after this next lovely focus time. Have fun, and I shall see you. If anyone says anything interesting, I will either turn on the microphone or I will respond in the chat. And yes, I shall see you all very shortly. Have a good Pomo. And that is a pomo finished. That felt shorter, but I think it was primarily because I spent time setting up for example, the translation of the chant, which I think every time I can add something like that in, where it's a small little interaction, is always lovely. I've got the 7 cores ready, a lasting legacy, which will probably be a bit shorter than that. I'll probably end up having it be more MD. Yeah. 25. More like that. But I've got the 7 cores ready, I've got the notable bonds, which is nice to have all that ready to go. But yeah, how was that pommel for everyone else? I hope it was as productive as you wanted it to be, which is always my kind of goal. I'm glad I increased the pomo count because I want to get at least this article done on stream, because I don't know how much time I'm going to have before the end of summer camp now. Which is about I'll say 6:30 tomorrow. Part of me wants to go, it's fine, I'll just write small 300-word stubs for everything else. But I think I said at one point my big goal was just to mainly get good articles done. I got Diamond, which was the first goal, but it was intended to be, I want to get good articles that someone could read and go, I feel that's fully complete and it's not missing anything. So I will probably end up going back and doing some editing, if anything. Do some reading over of the work I've done and go from there. I do like some of the articles that are left. The profession to develop could be a nice, easy one. I feel like I could cop out and call it a professor or a teacher. I should note, these are the shortened versions of what everything is. The actual wording of that is a profession that helps others develop. Which, I mean, there's already so many entries to all the articles. And I'm at that point where there's a lot less time to do things. Misunderstood law, I'm already saying now that is one that was already at the bottom of my list to do. That's probably not going to get done. Symbiotic species, I could do. It is one that was very interesting to me, but I'm not 100% sure that I can do it right in the time I have left. What's the next one? A character known as the font of a bloodline. I have about 60 different characters that I am thinking of immediately, and I really want to get them done. But I, again, don't know if that one's going to get the chance to be done. The congenital condition. My conditions usually end up being the shortest of my articles, because it's usually a bit of a introduction about the article, how it's spread, how it's done. That's it. And if there's any notable infections. Congenital condition. Congenital is the one which is from birth. Again, I think that one's just the trickier one for me. Well, Don't have time to think about it now because I've got to go do some writing. I'm going to keep working on this non-blood family celebration, and yeah, hopefully I'll get more of it done. I'm thinking I might get the chance to get off of what's left done if I work hard. So I'm going to go work hard. See you all after this lovely Palmer. This is our second to last one, I think. But I'll see you in a little bit, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. That was our second last currently scheduled pommer. I'm really having a great time with this prompt. I'm definitely running away with it a little bit. I've got one core left, which is roughly where I thought I'd get. But yes, how is it, everyone? Is it everyone getting on with stuff that they were working on? I don't know who's still here and who's still getting on with their work. Hope you're all doing okay. I know I'm very hyped and going and loving this. But yes, I hope you are all working quite well. But yes, I'm having a great time. I'm just really excited about this prompt. It's really, it's nice when you get that creative moment where something is just sparking inspiration. Doing well, but has to change some things. The city I'm in, don't like I thought. Doesn't look like you thought. Sorry, it took me a second. I was like, city I'm in don't like I thought. I skipped a whole word that changes that entire sentence. Yeah. I'm one of these things where... The story you're writing. I'm one of these people where the first... People keep telling me I have really good imagery. I will be honest with everyone. I have at least a portion of aphantasia, which means I don't visually see pictures. So right now, if you were thinking an apple, you can probably picture an apple. I, on the other hand, can know the idea of an apple, but that's about it. Which makes it very interesting when people say, "Oh, I love the imagery you use," and I'm like, I was just putting words together that I know can evoke some kind of image. I'm working on it though. It's one of these things that you can develop at least, if not full images, you can get the starts of things at least. Which is very fun because I then end up doing a lot of physical crafts to get the visual image. It's also fun when I try and do art, which is also really fun. But yeah, if something doesn't look like you thought, A, you can change it. B, if you can't change it, is that something that your character is experiencing? Maybe. I also can understand if the city is very different and you're having to rearrange and change things. That's what I do all the time. With my tabletop games, sometimes I'm like, hey, cool, this city is all about this, and then my players come in and they do something that I'm really not expecting, and I go, cool. So this thing that I thought was here and was this level of importance is now being changed and being moved. But yes, I hope that in the next little while you get the chance to change it, explore, and have fun. Just have fun. But yeah. Ah, that is us starting again. We shall get going. I shall get some more writing. And we'll see how it goes from there. But yeah, yeah, I want it right because it's a gift. That's fair. That is very, very fair. I hope that you get the chance to get it right, and I hope it's nice and fun. But yes, I shall be back in a bit once we've finished writing. And welcome back. That was our last scheduled Pomo. I now get to make the great decision whether or not I want to do another. Can I get this complete in 15 minutes? I think is the question. I think I could. Oh, just got that splash into my eye. I think I could get it done. Oh, there is an ad coming up, folks, just to let you know. Again, please let me know when it finishes, just so I can give back to you and let you know that you're, and let me know so I can actually speak to you. But to those who are watching on demand, because I'm uploading the VODs to both the Vibrant World YouTube channel, but also they are staying here on Twitch for as long as I'm able to keep them up here. So please let me know when it comes back. It will be starting very, very soon, it looks like. I say it's looking like it's starting in a few seconds. And I'll just chat with any of those who are staying around. But yeah, my kind of big hope in this article is just a nice discussion of bonding people together. Especially those who don't necessarily have a family that they can work with. But yeah. My words are... I just stopped speaking for a second because I was too busy looking at something else and reading it. And that is bad streaming. Bad streamer. You should pay attention to everyone who's around you. I hope you guys are back. Oh, I just got the notification you're back. Well, you missed a very long time of me staring at something else on another screen going, how does this timeline connection work? And sorting things like that out. So, yeah. Missed out on that, but that's okay. Hey, it happens. Get distracted sometimes. Sometimes it's by lovely people in the chat when I'm supposed to be focusing. Other times it is another friend of mine is streaming. I will give a little shout out to them. I know for a fact that when I'm also going to count one more power. It's gonna be what it will be. But I am my lovely friend Strixline is streaming. They are doing some lovely cozy writing sprints to get there. This is their second to last stream. But it's very, very good friend. Very much enjoy the work that they do. But yes, we are going to do one more lovely sprint. Then I will be sending you over to Strixline because they're also working. There are even cozier vibes than I am here. So that's, lovely positive vibes. But yes, I'm hoping in this next sprint to get the Bond of Tienbar finished. Because there is only the end of the Circle of Lost Hope, and then I get to write these ones, which I know there are 3 members in this one. Do they have names? No, of course they don't. And there are 5 members in this one. And there we go. That is my lovely timer for one last sprint. I hope you all enjoy. I hope you get the chance to get all the writing you can done. And yeah, she'll see how it goes. And I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Folks, I'm just going to take a very short break very quickly. I'll be back in a second, but I think I'm going to do an extra pommo because I think I've got something in mind. So I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to pause the timer. Hey, all, sorry about that. I just need to take a very, very quick break, and someone just gave me a call. Also, at the same time, I was like, I need to take this. It's important. But yes. As I said, I've got some ideas that will be that would necessitate doing a lovely extra pommel. So I'm going to add that on just now, and I'm just going to also do timer continue. So apologies about the little delay, but we're going to be here a little bit longer. So I'm going to head back to character writing, and in about 2 minutes 48, I'll be back and talking with you. And that is our lovely time on that sprint. I am, just while we are doing this break, going to be sending over all the notifications on the Vibrant Worlds Discord for the article that I just have finished. I just tried to take a sip out of that, and it was my last sip. So I am going to very quickly put in the very branded can into the lovely drink. The only reason why I'm not showing it is because, in case anyone ever decides to sponsor me, and they do, I don't want to be, hey, I have shown this brand so many times on my lovely streams. So, especially if it ends up being a slight competitor to the one I am currently drinking. It is what I have in previous streams called my energy go-go juice, which is just a energy drink. I am aware there are healthier supplements. I'm working on finding one that can do the flavor that I love. If any of you are American or have been to America, there is a great flavor known as Hawaiian Fruit Punch, which we cannot get in the UK other than this one drink, and as such it is mine. This I am okay showing the brand of, because it is the World Anvil brand, and they've been great, a great system for me to use, and I would highly recommend it. And obviously, you know, I am streaming summer camp, which is, you know, one of their two big events every year. So as a result, it only makes sense but to be okay showing that brand. But yes, that is me officially at 35 of the 40. You'll have noticed I've typed 35 of 32. That is because the goal to get Diamond, which is the highest award you can get, is 32. But I am obviously going above and beyond and pushing further and higher. I do need to add my stuff to the lovely summer camp spreadsheet, which I've realized that I haven't done even for my the lovely why am I forgetting its name? I wrote it on stream. How funny is that? The lovely Gold Stockhouse as well, because I want to have both of those articles in, so then people can just look at the one source, because there are a lot of different articles that are coming out over the course of this past month. So I want to make sure that people can find it, because I know that not only there are judges, but there's also probably, I imagine, because there usually is going to be a reading challenge coming up on the kind of day after, literally starting the day that summer camp finishes, is almost always a reading challenge, which is great because it gets you to read all the work that's been done. And I certainly have a lot to read because I'm sponsoring a prompt this year, which means that I have quite a number of articles to read. I think I last checked, because I can see for my own, I can see, well, all the ones that have turned competitive mode on, at least. So I can tell you how many. Overall, there are 144 entries currently, which I'll be reading all 144. But of that, there is 134 of them that are competitive. So it's definitely quite a lot of articles to read in the course of, we get about a month after the event. Tuna awards starting out at 450. Hey, 200 to 450 is great achievement. And yes, it is a lot of them, but I would rather have a lot to read and get the chance to read them properly than not. What I can say, though, is I have finished that task. So for this next one, I'm going to be working on the profession to develop. I had a moment of inspiration, and so I am going to at least work on that one, because it called to me. So I will be working on that lovely profession for this sincerely the last sprint, because we are at 3 hours and 5 minutes, which is just a very, very short time. So, but we'll get it done, and I will see you all on the other side of this lovely focus. Interesting. Let's try and figure out what's going on there. Help. Who knows why that happened, but it happened. What am I doing? We're back to our normal scheduled writing. So I'll see you all in a little bit. And folks, that is time on the very last sprint of summer camp. Obviously there will be things going on tomorrow, but this is the last part of the final full day of the event. I have not finished NoBan Keeper, but looking at where I've got to. Hold on a minute, what have I done? Which information? Table. Oh. How's that happened? Oh, there we go. Looking at what I have just now, it should be fairly possible. For me to get it all done before the end of summer camp. Give myself a little bit of space there. Because I've already started the history. I don't know why I have that in the duties too. But it should be more than possible to get this done. I'll probably keep going after the stream, just work on a bit of writing it and get that released and out. If you want to see and read it, you can come and join the Vibrant Worlds Discord. I'll put it there. Keep up with what I'm doing. Otherwise, you can look at the various social channels I have here. Make sure I'm not in the middle of an ad, because that'd be very rushing. I want to thank you all very much for joining us. I will be back, not this weekend, because I'm away and busy doing things. But I will be back next week for I'll do at least a midweek stream next week, because I'm still able to, and just to make up for unknown this weekend, and then I'll figure out what my running schedule will be. I am currently thinking it will probably be Friday and or Saturday in general. But either way, I thank you very much for you joining us. I'm going to get our raid ready. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Absolutely, please do. And please join us for the next raid. I promise you, if you enjoyed my streams, you will very much enjoy Strixline. They have been doing this for a lot longer than I have. How do I spell that word? Because I am positive that I am spelling the word positivity wrong. I do need to get that fixed. If you copy that lovely thing when we raid, that is the start of my lovely raid call. So I'm going to start our lovely raid, because the lovely Strixline is going to love this. And I thank you all for your lovely time and showing up. And I will see you all very, very soon. I can more than promise that. Have a good rest of your night. Enjoy whatever you're up to, and I'll talk to you soon.